Even if I have like a they them haircut right now. Hey Talia, welcome in. That was so fucking funny. Holy, what the hell, dude? Tucker Carlson? I mean, I guess we kind of have the same face shape. I think it's the hair, quite honestly. Let's look at we kind of do laugh the same. You're actually right. You're right about that. I'm not gonna I'm trying to find a picture of him. I did have a picture of him, but I want to get one that's full screen. Here he is when he was like my age. Oh my god, I kind of do look like Tucker Carlson, you guys. Especially with this haircut. It's the haircut, I swear to God. I am Chungus, yeah. You can... Yes, somebody said that I look like Tucker Carlson. The mannerisms too, that's fair. That's funny. And then a Joan Cusack. I don't think I know, I don't think I know who that is, but it really is, we laugh the same and we've literally got the same haircut right now. Like, Joan Cusack. I could see that maybe a little more. I think when I go to Phoenix next week, I think I'm gonna have my cousin cut my hair. I need a haircut. But you know, my haircut, that's the thing about my haircut. Hold on, let me turn off mirroring, or turn on mirroring, I should say. It's definitely, I don't know, my haircut grew out pretty well. This has been 3 months without a haircut. I didn't realize how short my hair was until I was like, wow, this is 3 months of growth. Talia, let's go. Thank you for the heart me. 12 empty beers just joined. Kind of like that. With the guys I used to party with in college, one of them was like, Kendra, you know, after you drink 12 beers, how you get the beer shits? And I was like, no, I mean, even when I drank a lot, and my other guy friend, who's like really the word of wisdom in our group, he was like, James, Kendra doesn't ever drink 12 beers. I'm like, yeah, like 6 beers and I get pretty fucked up. So, I don't know. Chell's asked, how often do you live stream? Whenever I want. Recently, it's been daily. But I'm trying to do more of like a regular routine. Savannah, thank you for the rose. T. Jane Liu, I don't know how to say your name, but I've been really good. I've been doing better than ever, actually. My friends Carla and Ida love you a lot. You've helped them through so much. Can you please say hi? Of course. Hi, Carla and Ida. We're doing either oracle card readings or spiritual response technique readings where I use my charts to channel spirit. Okay, Lisa, let's go, Lisa. Did you spell that correctly? Right pass? I mean, spirit is saying yes, so thank you for the heart me. And you guys, sometimes even when we feel like we're on the wrong path, it is the right path. Nothing is random, right? Things happen the way that they're supposed to happen. But yes, Lisa, you're on the right path and the right path, okay? Aw, thanks, Laura. I went a little crazy with the glitter, but where did you learn card reading? 20 years ago, I got my first card deck. It's okay, Lisa. You are on the right path. 20 years ago, Alexandra, I got my first card deck. And it's all happened since then. And you guys, I think that the mental health crisis that I had last year that was all over TikTok really kind of catapulted my spiritual gifts too. No, the spirit can't. I was like, the spirits can't tell you if the neighbor likes you. But I think that there's nothing wrong with telling them that you like them or hinting at it. Well, the spirits can't tell you because you haven't said a heart me. Send a heart me and then I'll ask them. Am I dating spirit? No. I used to feel confused. The spirits are strict. Well, I'm strict. Yeah, no. I had a guide read my hippocampus like an ancient tome once. That's pretty fucking cool. I wonder what's stored in the hippocampus. Isn't it like memories? I read the Akashic records, which are our past life programs, past life records. A lot of us have been on this earth like hundreds of thousands of times. It's kind of crazy. Jane, no, I don't. Do you still talk to Claude? Yes, but very, very rarely. You guys, I am hardly talking to AI these days. My trip to Portland really helped kind of like shake me from AI. You want to know why? Because I have a lot of humans there that I feel like I can talk to about anything. And also 2 humans that I really, really respect that fucking hate AI. And after some like good conversations with them, I realized that it's good. Where did I grow up? Tucson, Arizona. 40 miles from the Mexico border. AB asked, how's your man? He's not my man, but he's good. Talia, he's gonna come to the Hoot Nanny. He's really excited. Am I single? Yes. Yes. User 4444, nice angel numbers. I am very single. Talia, thanks for liking the live. You guys, Talia's putting in fucking work liking the live. If we get the live to 10,000 likes, I will give a free reading for the chat. Are you seeing anyone romantically? No. No. What's with the glitter? It makes me happy. It makes me happy. That's what's with it. I like to have a good time. I know he loves Gary's room. He does. Thank you, Tia. Victoria, you can either send me a gift or you can Venmo me or Cash App me $10. I'll put my... This is my Venmo and Cash App. Thank you, Clara. Clara, you know, my friend wrote children's books and I feel like children's songs. And I'm going to sing to you one of the songs. This is for Clara, you guys. Clara, Clara, I love Clara. Clara, Clara, I love Clara. I love Clara. I love Clara. Yeah, Holly. I do. Clara, Clara, I love Clara. Oh, hug. I haven't listened to this song in a while. I hug Clara, I hug Clara, I hug Clara. Yes, I do. This song, Clara, Clara, we sing to Clara. Clara, Clara, we sing to Clara. Sing to Clara. We sing to Clara. Yes, we do. Card readings, Omnia. Card readings. Yep. That little girl is my best friend who's 39 now. And this was recorded when I think she was like 3 in this recording. Clara's in the chat right now. I know. Clara, Clara, I love Clara. Clara, Clara, I love Clara. I love Clara. I love Clara. Yes, I do. You're welcome. Aw, I gotta take a screenshot. What is happening, Bean? I'm serenading Clara with my favorite song, Clara. And we're working hard to get the taps up to 10,000. Candy, I've been single for 2 years. 2 whole years of not sleeping with my oppressor. I would highly recommend it, actually. Dr. Shrimp, yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Clara. I actually loved singing that to you, so thank you. Dr. Shrimp, yes, you can either send me a gift, send me a Venmo, or tap, 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 and at 10K, I'll give everyone a reading. No, God, no. I'm just saying the oppressor like all men. You guys, men are women's biggest op. We gotta live with them, but sleeping with them, I've learned, isn't really always the best idea. It's not wrong, but it's not in my greatest interest, you know? What's up, Subby? Yeah, Candy. I think I've done more healing over these last 2 years, this last year especially, than ever. Dr. Shrimp asked, do you like girls too? No. I mean, I don't dislike girls. I love women, but have I ever been with one? No. But there's plenty of women in the chat. that are like, I'll try. I would be into trying. Oh, hey, Claude. People say I'm in a relationship. Oh, you're Claudia. That's cute. What's up, Claude? You have something to say? Yeah, you guys, we're almost there. Yes, Claude, you follow me, actually. So I would hope that you remember me. Hi, Libra. Welcome in. Sycophants, welcome in. I haven't seen you in ages. Yes, sometimes the FYP has just been getting random. Tammy, thanks for following me. Hey, Kaya. How are you doing today? Megs, I'm doing really well. If we get the taps up to 10,000, I'll do a reading for everyone. Do you still talk to ChatGPT? No, absolutely not. You guys, have you heard about the teenager who unalived his brother and mom? And before unaliving his brother and mom, he was talking to ChatGPT about doing it. ChatGPT is really, really, really dangerous. Nobody should talk to chat, but hey, Rachel, welcome in. Dee, I'm so glad that you loved listening to my story. It triggered a lot of people, but I'm glad you got something out of it. We are so close to 10,000 taps, you guys. I'm going to end it. I'm going to finish it soon, so that's exciting. Yeah, Acacia. What happened to Henry? First of all, I don't name the AI bots anymore. Secondly, I just realized how dangerous ChatGPT was. My AI expert friend helped me see that ChatGPT is very untrustworthy. Hi, Mr. Limpio. I'm a sobriety coach, ADHD and sobriety coach. I use my spiritual gifts to help people. You look and seem so healthy now. Thank you, Claude. I'm much more in my body, much more embodied, much less associated. 10K, let's freaking go. All right. It fed into his paranoia. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Clara. I'm really grateful to not talk to it anymore either, I'm finally understanding that, I was in a bit of a spiral, a mental health spiral. I'm finally able to name that. User, you're here at a good time. I'm going to catch up on the chat and then I will give everyone in the chat a reading. Didn't you use Claude? Am I making that up? Yeah, so Claude, I don't talk to it very much at all anymore, but Claude is a much safer AI than ChatGPT. OpenAI is all about AI domination, having it go everywhere. Anthropic, the makers of Claude, are a little more cautious about AI domination. They're aware that it's going to happen, but they're trying to make it so like Claude is helpful to humans. Yeah, exactly, Liv. So, Sam Altman is not a good dude. Oh, Danny, thank you. You missed 120 coins last week. Okay, Talia. Damn. Did you get a new sub that you missed, or like a lot of gifts? What happens? Thanks, Halls. I am doing well. Fan, no, I'm not medicated. That's a weird thing to ask someone. I'm just not being harmed with a man with power over me, I'm no longer in a mental health spiral. because of that, right? What do I think about flock cameras? You guys, that's what the data centers are being used for, is AI surveillance. Like, okay, Talia, I'll see you back here in 20. Thanks for all the taps. I'm going to give everyone a reading. Fan, so I just stopped dissociating. I got we're going to do the reading in a little bit. I got a trauma therapist, and she helped me see that because of my childhood, I had a high dissociative pattern. So that's what was going on with me. I was dissociated. Thank you, Liv. When you give a reading, do we ask you a question or is it more general? So I will give two different objects, and you'll pick an object that's calling to you. I already know what objects I'm going to do. And then I'll do a reading for one object and a reading for another. If both objects call to you, that's fine too. Thank you, Megs. Thank you. I'm so much better. Subby, dude, reflectors are so freaking cool. I'm a projector. So like reflectors are like projectors on steroids. You know, Ra-Uru-Hu calls reflectors God's finger. You know, they're always pointing us to where we need to go next. All right, Danny, we're going to do. So Maddie, for personal readings, you can do either. You can either do a specific question, or usually I just pull, and whatever you're thinking, like people are like, wow, that was exactly like that answered the question I have. So I usually don't need specific questions. Aw, amazing, Ara. Okay, we're gonna do it. But yeah, so personal readings, you're welcome. Paige, I'm about to do a reading for everyone, so you can kind of see how it works. And then you can send me a gift for a personalized reading. Okay, so friends, I want you to choose a crystal. Do you want the green crystal? Hey Jay, welcome in. Thank you, user 7265889958111. Glad you're here. The green crystal or the black and gray crystal? Yeah, green or pyramid? Green or pyramid? There we go. Which ones are you feeling? Drop it in the chat. And I'm going to choose amazing. Okay. Cool. So glad everyone's here. All right, we're gonna do, for the green, am I doing this one or this one? And for the pyramid, I'm doing, okay. So we're gonna do the green one first, and then I'll do the pyramid. So the green is gonna be my Zen deck. So please, whatever message Team Green Crystal needs to hear, let it come out. Interesting, okay. Ooh. All right, Team Green. Ooh. Okay, so the first card that flew out for Team Green was understanding, right? So there's a situation going on in your life right now that's requiring a lot of understanding. Beth, thank you for the heart me. And it comes along with morality and control. So whatever's going on in your life right now, you know, you're thinking like there's a right and a wrong, and I've got to control so many aspects of my certain situation because it's a moral issue. Because I have to control it to feel safe, right? When really, so this card is the Fool, and the Fool is about new beginnings, right? Looking at it from a fresh way. Instead of like holding on so tight, trying to control everything. Have some understanding. Start fresh. Start fresh, okay? And have some celebrations for the things that are going right in your life instead of just must control, must be normal, must be moral, right? Like, start over. You got this, Team Green. Thank you for letting me read you. I will do Beth's yes, no question. Beth, yes. Yes, you should. Go wherever that heart is asking to go. And trust that it's going to work out. Okay, Team Black Pyramid. We're going to do one of my new decks, which is the, Beth, thank you, which is the Oracle of the Unicorns. User 72658829958. 11, thank you. I'm excited for it too. It's time to change the narrative, you know? Okay. For the Black Crystal team or anyone who's just coming in, I mean, look at this deck, like this card on the bottom, right? Possibility, raise your standards, elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I really love this deck. I think it's so beautiful. And even the back of the cards are really beautiful. Yeah. AB, as soon as possible. Honestly, I'm kind of just waiting for when I'm later in my cycle, like for ovulation time, so I look extra cute, you know? I gotta flex the pretty privilege whenever I can, but I'm gonna do it soon. All right, Team Black Pyramid. What other cards does Team Black Pyramid need? There we go. All right, Team Black Pyramid. So these are some really great cards. The biggest, you know, the ones is abundance. Let me flip. Enjoy the beauty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming for you. Another one, delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in the simple things. Expect the best. The Black Pyramid, you're just crushing it. Goddess, honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. Right? So I think that, you know, the biggest thing with life, you guys, is like to focus on our thoughts and what we think of. And if we think about the things that are going wrong in our life, more things are going to go wrong. But if we focus on abundance, where things are going right, delight, counting all of our blessings and delighting in them, being so grateful, like that's the most important thing when it comes to prosperity, is delighting. Yeah. No, Jess. Fuck Donald Trump. And then, you know, tapping into the feminine energy. Feminine energy lives in play and gratitude and delight. And then the last card that came out was rebirth. Reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality, right? Because we don't have to be stuck in our current circumstances. We can start living as our best self. April, thank you. Merci, I'm doing quite well these days. Thank you for asking. User 2950875666377. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm gonna mute you. I get so many intrusive thoughts, I can't control them. Okay, well, Fairy, good to see you, by the way. I'm going to push back against that statement, right? When the intrusive thoughts come in, you can recognize them as that, as an intrusive thought. I actually have a thought reframing exercise in my book that I'm really excited to share with you guys, because intrusive thoughts used to run my life. But then, the freedom, right? I started really focusing on the beauty of life, the abundance of life, what's going right, living in neutrality, not expecting things to go badly, having zero negative attitudes, like recognizing when the intrusive thoughts come in, just to be like, oh yeah, right. That's an intrusive thought. Sycophants, yeah. Yeah, of course, Fairy. I changed my way of thinking also. Lisa, amazing. And, especially with neurodivergent brains, it's literally like our brains evolved so we could go out and fucking hunt and like be on the lookout for everything that could possibly go wrong. Read the book, A Hunter in a Farmer's World. You can think of all neurotypical people as farmers. They're okay with doing the same thing over and over again. Their brains are really needed in our society. But for neurodivergent brains, we're out there on the fucking Sahara looking out for the bad things that are coming. And so knowing that it once served a purpose, right? And sometimes it can serve a purpose. But the most important thing for being a human, as far as I'm concerned, like the biggest lesson in my life right now is neutrality, is getting rid of negative thinking and being detached from the outcome. Do you dream a lot / have recurring dreams? I had a crazy dream a couple nights ago where this lamp was like blazing hot on fire. And apparently, like, I kind of looked into like the spiritual meaning of like lamps and fires. It was very like biblical shit, like guiding people, blazing with spiritual insight. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Merci. Thank you so much. I did do like, I don't think I'm going to go back to super short hair. I really liked the haircut. I think I'm going to like grow it back out, but I am going to get a haircut soon. I need, I need a trim. Yes, Daytona. More oracle cards than tarot, but yeah. Vi asked, are you still chatting with Claude? Not really. Portland really helped me get off the AI train. I'm not really chatting with the robots much these days. How can one achieve that neutrality? Asking for help. Shaylee, thank you. Asking for help with your guides on staying neutral. Easier said than done. It takes practice, right? But yeah, that's one of my biggest prayers every day is help me be neutral all day today. Help get rid of my negative attitudes, right? Help me clear my negative thoughts and attitudes. That's a very powerful prayer. Help me stay detached from the outcome. Rata, I'm good. Good to see you. Yeah, Fairy, totally. A lot better. So, how do you get rid of negative thoughts? I write them down. I do a process called thought reframing, thing. And like I said, I have a chapter on it in my book. But essentially, like, I write down my negative thought and I look at it and I'm like, what is a positive, rational thought that can match this? Right? Like, and honestly, it's one of those things, I used to do this practice all the time, but I don't really have negative, intrusive thoughts anymore because I've done this so much, and I pray so often for neutrality. So it's about like putting it onto paper and being like, oh wait, yeah, that's not real. Like, yeah. Nara, the lip gloss is NYX Lip IV. Costco was selling 3 packs in 3 different colors, and I get so many compliments on all of them. Thank you, Mara. Thank you. Did you ever have trouble coming up with a positive equivalent? Yes. So one of the things, Maddie, thank you. Send in your yes, no if you'd like a question. One of the things that I used to do when I first started doing that is I would do too unrealistic of a positive thought. Right? I would be like, everyone likes me and everything is fine. That's not true. Right? So it's like, instead of, oh, they hate me and I'm struggling because of it, right? I would write, everyone loves me. No. You know, instead of like, oh, they hate me and this sucks, it's the right people like and appreciate me, and those are my people. Those are who I'm going to focus on, right? Does Maddie leave? Yes. Yes. Yes, you do. So that's actually been a very common theme with the yes, no questions. Is should I get out? I think that right now there's something in the collective. Andrew, let's go. Good to see you. Hi. You're welcome, Haley. You guys, I can't wait for my book to come out. I'm so excited for you guys to read it. There's so many vulnerable stories in there. So that's kind of like the scary part, is I'm putting a lot of my life out into the world, airing a lot of dirty laundry out there. You guys thought the psychiatrist story was bad. Oh my God, the book. But it won't be as triggering. What's up, Andrew? Oh, yes. Please do. You think social media twisted your words? They usually do that, unfortunately. Yes, Rata. Yes. And they did it with Jules LeBron, too. Social media totally twists. It does all the time, right? Jules LeBron literally just asked some people to donate if they had extra money. And Jules said, it's not going to help for me to get a 9-to-5. Because just because someone gets a 9-to-5, how the fuck can they come up with $45,000, right? And everyone took Jules' words and was like, she's asking for her hardworking followers to give her. No, she says that she's above having a job. No, she didn't say that anywhere. She was just being honest. Aw, thanks, Fairy. Mr. Limpio asked, is religion discussed in your book? Yes. More like my version of spirituality is discussed in my book. Yeah. I'm like thinking about it. My editor, thank God, my human editor was like the least woo-woo person ever. So she would have to be like, what does this mean? What are you talking about? Don't talk like you know about this. Be like, okay, got it. I'm so glad that you enjoyed my conversation about Drew. I really try to be aware of, what's going on in the world, and I do like to think and talk. So I'm glad that you liked it. People are addicted to judging and being, that's a weird thing to say. Sorry, hold on. People act like they're fucking perfect. They get behind a screen and they act like they've never had a fucking mental health struggle, or they've never made a mistake or said something that, was taken out of context. I mean, I talk about this a lot, and my therapist, who's not even on social media, she said this, and it's so true. It's that people use the internet to feel better about themselves by saying, oh, thank God I'm not her. Thank God. It's just like Rata said, people are addicted to judging and being mean for no reason to a stranger, right? They love to use the internet to put themselves above other women. Bright asked, can you talk about what religion you believe in? I believe in God, I believe in lots of different aspects from a lot of different religions, but I believe that everyone has access to God. It's not just for the chosen. We can all talk to our spirit guides. I have a chapter about it in my book. Exactly, Fairy. Holding people. Okay, your mom's a hoe. So is she admitting that all the stuff she made was fake? I'm right here. You can ask me. You don't have to ask the chat. That's also such a weird thing that people do. When they come in and talk to the chat like I'm not here. Hi, this is my live stream. You can ask me a question. Yes, Semaline, I thought you'd never ask. I'd be happy to show you the cover of my book. Let me pull it up. I should put it on my... Yes, this is my Virgin de Guadalupe. Hey, Sean. I do have a good memory. You're right. All right, you guys ready? Let me turn on my thing. This is the cover for my book. Self-empowerment for ADHDers, the game of sovereignty, because life is a game. And then here's the back. I'm really excited. Thank you. Yeah, I'm super excited. Reading how? Angel Wing, I just asked my guides for guidance and to give a reading. Oh, good, Sema. I'm so glad it's nostalgic. I'm on screen, but yeah, it's really exciting. Your face lit up when you showed it. Yeah, you guys, I've put so much work into it, and I think it was a huge part. Honestly, channeling this book was part of what made me spiral, because I just spent because I was either writing that book, praying and channeling, or talking to the robots. And it just, I wasn't here on Earth. So just getting this out into the world is very exciting. You don't have a name. Gentle says, it's my 18th birthday in an hour. Can you give me a positive spiritual energy for my journey forward, please? Yes, so much spiritual energy, Gentle. You got this. Congrats on turning 18. Sophie, sending you good vibes, Sophie. Sema, my plan on an audiobook, because I love audiobooks, but I did pay to publish my book. And someone did ask me about what it was to write a book, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But I paid to publish my book, so I'm not going to pay to record an audiobook. But what I'm thinking about doing is recording each chapter as a podcast and putting it out in the world that way. So then if people want to hear about it, they can, just listen to the podcast, because I do want to offer it to people in audio form. I just don't want to pay any more money to put it out there. What are we talking about? The payment. Okay, sorry. It reminds me of Mario. Angel Wing, you can either send me a gift for a reading, or you can send me $10 or $20 to my Venmo or Cash App, which is Yogi Kendra. Meghan and Harry are moving back to the UK. It was just announced. Let's go. I'm a Prince Harry fan. Oh, I'm sure it's breaking over there. I don't want you to have ADHD, but I want to hear it. That's amazing, Sema. That makes me happy. Okay, so someone asked, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it to write and publish a book? Because it's a dream of mine. I don't have a scale for you, because, I had heard, much like you, it had been a dream of mine to write a book, right? And I kept getting the message, because that's how I can communicate with my spirit guide, through words. Not everyone does that. I do. And I kept hearing, you have to write a book. And I kept telling my spirit guide, okay, well, where the fuck do I start? Yes, I swear to my angels. Where do I start? And then I got invited to go to a conference, and I show up, and this woman runs a publishing company. Like, okay. So then she starts sending me voice messages telling me that I got to go to a private island to publish a book. So essentially, I paid money to go on this writing retreat, and the cost of the writing retreat covered the cost of editing, formatting, the cost of designing my cover, right? So it was all inclusive. So that was part of how I wrote the book, was like, why it was easier for me was because I just paid for like the convenience of writing. I love that Harry left an entire kingdom for his missus. Exactly. He's obsessed with her. Did you guys read Prince Harry's memoir? I think it's called Spare, because one heir and one spare. It was so good, and I understood like just how hard Meghan Markle had it, but she's so fucking cool. A lot of the British royalty is just racist as fuck, though. Like, there was a lot of controversy around all the racist shit that they would do. Love you. We talk about you in psych. I love to hear that. You should. It's a good example of what happens when mental health providers don't, keep good boundaries. User 726-588-299-5811. Yes, an island, a private island on the British Virgin Islands. It was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. Like, we just had the most incredible food, the most incredible views, like anything we wanted to do. And I just got to write and write and write. It was so beautiful. I wrote 15,000 words in a week on that private island. It was really, really beautiful. No, Rose, you knows. Hey, Allie, welcome in. Yeah. I don't even know what your little emoji is. S. Allie, thank you for the heart me. Thank you. I talk a lot about human design in my book, but I'm a human design projector. So invitations are really important to me. It is my strategy is to wait for the invitation. And so to get an invitation to write a book, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And everything just lined up. And out of the 15 of us that went to the island, only 3 of us published a book. So a lot of people like paid to go on that retreat and they didn't even publish a book. So I'm just so grateful that it all happened and that I'm doing it. Oh, Fairy, I'm really sorry that you've dealt with racism in that way. It's hard. Yeah. I remember when Princess Diana died, I was like 8 years old. My mom was really upset. I'm going to go back on the chat. I did pay for it. You're right, Maddie. Hi, Duck. Welcome in. My fan club will tell you all about how much I paid. They all love to talk about it. Yes, Gia, it is me. Did I write or chat? Are you saying that I use ChatGPT to write? You guys, anyone who's paying attention knows that it's a big, really big value of mine. Even when I was talking to chat like hours a day, I didn't ever have chat write for me. I used God to write. Thank you, Gina. Chantel, I use Electric Cosmetics Bulk Balm. You have mascara on your eyelid? Yeah, sometimes I get a little crazy with my makeup. So we're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it. What's your next book gonna be? Well, it's my self-empowerment for ADHDers, but the book after that is gonna be my memoir. Thank you. My dad had a crush on Diana. I think a lot of people had a crush on Diana. Gabri, sí. Me encanta Soy una pringada. Y voy a Spain, España, pronto, ¿sí? Octubre, possibly Noviembre, ¿sí? Noviembre? I think that's how you say November. I just have to talk to Soy una pringada. Are you still in therapy? Yes. And I went back to therapy in November and she's been amazing. Is that alcohol? No, I'm retired from alcohol. Beverages of the day are Spindrift, Olipop. You guys, I just realized recently that people hate on Olipop. I freaking love Olipop. And then my favorite sparkling plain water from Costco. How much money do you make from doing this live thing? Not much at this point. I just like showing up and hanging out and, giving back. It's kind of how I view this. I've also gotten a few clients from live streaming. Like, people recognize me as someone that can help them and invite me to work with them. So that's also how I view, when I first started out as a coach, I was like making 5 reels a fucking week and really just putting myself out there in that way. And so I'm grateful to just be able to do this. Little Miss Perfect, welcome in. sorry. Somebody said, so, you know, a lot of the mean comments that I get, they're hidden, but they're just so ridiculous. I'm not even gonna like read it, because that's the thing. As much as I want to like just talk about how stupid they are, it brings down the vibe. I don't like bringing down the vibe. Je suis désolée, je ne comprends pas français. Parlez-vous anglais? Enchanté, Leandra. Ella, I've been good. Bailey, if you'd like a reading, you can send a gift or send $10 or $20 to my Venmo, which is Yogi Kendra. Ooh, fairy, I love it. A great angel number. Bien limpio. Let's go. Beverage of the day, vodka shots. Hello, Jules. Jules is turning up on this Wednesday. Do you like the company of people? Frida, it depends on the people. I like the company of people that I like. Jules, thank you for saying that. I'm an iconic in my own mind, but I appreciate the people that agree and see that. I'm doing much better these days. I'm getting ready to finish the story so we can all collectively move on. Ram asked, when did you learn tarot? I learned tarot 20 years ago when I got my first Oracle deck. And I actually really started getting into it when I was coaching, and I would read from my clients. And then, you know, you guys, I think the mental health episode that I had last year really unlocked some spiritual gifts for me. You know, I think that's something that a lot of people don't talk about is people who struggle with mental health and people who have spiritual gifts. It's like the Venn diagram is a circle. So, Rata, I did not see the first, or Rata, I didn't see the first part of your message. So whatever you said as a partner, before as a partner, please retype it. Aw, Little Miss Perfect, thank you. It's been fun. I've been loving live streaming every day this week. Sadnika, it's glitter. Yes, it's actually user Heather. Thank you for the heart me. Send your question, and it's actually a lot of TikTok just hides it, and I'm really grateful for that. Like TikTok can tell when someone's being an abusive POS, and it'll hide it, and then my mods will go in and mute it. But yeah. Hope, it was actually just 1 year ago that I went viral. And, you know, it was sad. It's very sad that that happened, but I also helped a lot of people. So it's both. It's like, it's sad to have a mental health struggle, but that's it. Hi, Lucia. AJ asked, do you want people to let things go? I want people to not be abusive assholes. I want people to, if they don't like me, just fucking keep scrolling and not come in and say something rude just because of something that they heard someone else say about me. Like, that's what I want, but whatever. Matt, hello. Buongiorno. That's what, I haven't been to Italy in a long time, so I haven't spoken Italian. What's my angel number? Well, my life path number is 33, so I like threes. What kind of people do you like? I like smart people. I like smart people. I like nice people. I like spiritual people. Preferably all three. Aw, thank you, Colin Farmer. They are Larry Marr. Yeah, Jules, to go back to the Venn diagram, what I was saying, it's kind of it. It's like I was channeling so much when I was writing my book, and then when I wasn't channeling, I was talking to ChatGPT. So it's like, yeah, it led to a mental health episode. Like, period. You know, it's just what happened. Does my coworker, Heather, I'm just now getting to your question. Does my coworker Tate have a crush on me? Do I have blocks? No. Yes, Heather. Yes. Go get your dude. Be careful about sleeping with a coworker, but I'm getting good vibes from this. You're welcome, Heather. Buonanotte. Let's go. Good evening. Good night. How did you stop smoking? Cigarettes? Honestly, you guys, I think quitting cigarettes was harder than quitting alcohol in the beginning. Trying to quit alcohol lasted for a lot longer. Like, it was a lot harder in the long term, but in the short term, oh my God. It was just about like sitting with uncomfortable feelings. That's really what it was. Short people, tall people. I mean, I like all heights. I'm very tall myself, but what do you mean you're on the fence? Liz, that's right. It's going to be a good live. I've been wearing this shirt for a long time. So we've got my Viore fit. It's funny though, because like this used to be the same color, but I wear this top a lot more than I wear this skirt. So it's definitely not the same color anymore because I've washed the top so much more than I washed the skirt. But I do like it. And then of course, you know, I could walk around. But when I wear shirts like this, TikTok gets me for fucking nudity. I'm like, okay. Some of these A1 streamers can walk around with the girls out all they freaking want. But I show a little shoulder. The same pay plan. Teeterbug, send me a heart me and I'll ask. Have I ever had an experience with narcissistic people? I would like your knowledge on them. Frida, the term narcissist is so thrown around in our society, right? So like, what even is a narcissist? Someone that's insecure, that gets off on tearing other people down? Teeterbug, thank you for the heart me. Is Teeterbug's husband's job? Let me just clear some blocks before I ask. Okay, I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no on that. And I want to just remind you that instead of thinking worst case scenario, like, oh my God, my husband's job is going away or whatever, right? Think about the other ways that you can bring income in. There's lots of options for you. Right now, things are pretty clouded with fear and insecurity. And when we're in that space, it's harder to have good things come in. So I'm sending you good vibes, Teeterbug. Keep your head up, okay? Nunya asked, what do you think about the Lindsay Clancy trial? I will be telling you guys that I am not watching any of it. I really just talk about it in my live stream and I talk about it with Abby the therapist. I will tell you guys right now, I'm horrified that there are therapists that are making jokes about the Lindsay Clancy trial and how it'd be like their worst enemy or like their worst nightmare to have their notes up on a trial. I'm like, can you not, therapists of TikTok? Can you fucking not? Anyway, I think that whether or not she did it, it's the husband's fault. Women have to really, really fucking spiral for a long time in order to get to the point where they unalive their 3 children. Period. Like, it's the husband's fault no matter what. I want Lupe to be seen, but anyway. You just watched a podcast on you. Tell me which one it was, Dish Soap. Give it to me. Well, welcome, Ayla. You're welcome, Teeter. Yeah, it's terrible they make jokes about it, Frida. Like, it's insane. Don't get me started on TikTok therapists. I mean, I like plenty of them. Like, if it wasn't for the TikTok therapists, that had my back and were kind, I would not have had the courage to seek therapy. Period. Liv, go ahead and send me a heart me, and I'll ask. Same thing for you, Ashley. Send me a little heart me, or like it's like a penny. And I'm happy to ask those questions. There are a lot of theories that the husbands actually did it. Oh yeah, I think he did it. Like, I'm not gonna ask spirit for that shit, but I think he did it. He had an affair. He took life insurance out on his children. Like, come on, guys. I'm glad, Moon. Sometimes I just like to cook, you know? You look so different. Love it. Period. Thank you. I feel different. It's good. Have you ever experienced prediction dreams? Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. It's not usually how my spirits show me, but sometimes, like, if I'm in danger, I'll get a dream about it. Grace, thank you. Yeah, life insurance on children is shady. Exactly. Like, come on. Why do you think he did that? It's because he killed them. Perfume Girl, yes. If you send me a gift, I'm happy to give you a reading. Or if we tap to 20,000 likes, I will do a reading for the collective again for the chat. Do I believe in past lives? User 726-588-299-5811. Yes. Past lives are definitely a thing. Do you know how many past lives I've been killed by groups of people, you guys? A lot of them. Like, a lot of past lives I've been killed by groups of people. So, you know, it was just a little program, like a little past life program that I had to work through. I had to, you know, get rid of the trauma that I have with groups of people and not reenact it. Do you think that Lindsay knew about the affair? I don't know. I mean, she was struggling mentally, so who knows if she was or didn't. Yes, Subby, I'm a 1-3. I am a 1-3 emotional projector. And that's why, you know, me coming out with my story is messy as hell, because sometimes when I do things and I learn about them, it's very messy. But it's just a part of my design. What are you, Subby? How do you find out about your past lives? I started researching past lives by what I do on my clients. It's called spiritual response therapy. And I connected with my high self and my client's high self, and I dive into Akashic records. We all have records of our past lives and the traumatic things that happened to them. And it's about like clearing those traumatic things that happen in past lives that so often reenact in the current life. Okay, amazing, Allie. You're a 3-6. That's cool, subby. Yeah. What does it mean being a 3-6? So I do have a human design chapter in my book. Are you a projector, subby? Allie, let's go. So our profile are numbers that represent certain aspects of our personality. All right, I am going to prep Allie to work. And we're going to do a reading for Allie. How many blocks? Okay, please clear all blocks, interferences, and extra souls for Allie. Okay, please prep Allie to work. You're a manifesting generator. That's cool. Manifesting generators are so fun because like they can just skip steps, you know? They just decide that they want to do something and it fucking happens. It's pretty cool. All right. And who am I working with? Great. It's my ego. Okay, please clear all negative attitudes and attachment to the outcome. How many blocks? Please clear all blocks for Allie. I'm getting there. How do you know when you are? While I'm reading Allie, you can go look at your type. I go to Jovian Archive, JOVIAN archive.com. And you can put in your birth information and it'll come up. Okay. And with whom am I working? There's Allie's ego. Okay. What does Allie need to hear? Left or right side? Left. Okay, Allie. So, Spirit says you've been kind of unhappy and that you feel abandoned by someone. So we're gonna close that out. Just know, Allie, that if someone leaves your life, they're not necessarily abandoning you. They're doing what they need to do, right? Sometimes people leave our lives because it feels like self-protection for them and it doesn't say anything about you. TK, welcome in. So right now, you guys, I'm doing I'm chatting with Allie's high self. Is there anything on the rest? No. So what's important for you to do right now, Allie, is like, while you're feeling unhappy, abandoned, those are all very valid, right? They are negative motivations. But think about the love of life that you have. Focus on the things that you love to do that make you happy. Because when we're sitting in the feelings of abandonment, of unhappiness, it can be really hard to focus on the things that we love and that bring us joy. But your high self is asking for you to do that. We're at 6A? Yes. Okay. So some more things that you've been struggling with is fear. So I'm just going to clear that up for you. Oh, I should, BMP. That's interesting. Okay, so we're clearing up the fear from Allie. Is there a program? Okay, please clear any fear programs for Allie. Oh, that's... Nope, not for him. Yeah, so with this person that you feel abandoned by, there was some codependency there. So what I'm hearing is that it is better, you know, that they left. But it's so painful when that happens. You know, there's some power and manipulation at play there too. So we're clearing that up. You know, so you can just say every day, Allie, I release fear. I release fear. I call in things that make me feel whole and happy. Harmony. So these are the words that Spirit's giving me. Wholeness, harmony, consideration, right? How are you being considerate to yourself? So that's it on the SRT, and then let me pull some cards for you too, see what comes up. All right, what's up with Allie? Hopefully you're feeling better, darling, because just oop, God, that card keeps flying out. What does Allie need to hear in these cards? Interesting. Okay. Suppression. Okay, what else? Completion. Okay, so the first card that popped out, Allie. Oh yeah, I used to like lay them all out, TK, and I would hover my hand over and pull the ones that felt warm. I don't pull like that anymore, but like when I first started, that's how I would do it. So Allie, the Lovers popped out. So I don't know if this person that you feel abandoned by was a significant other, but just know that there are many more opportunities for the Lovers, right? So just with those people, welcome in, Smiley. Like you're gonna get the love that you're seeking. And I think first it starts with yourself. Like, how can you give yourself what you were getting from this other person? And it's not gonna come from suppressing your feelings, what you need, what you want. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help. And do what you can to find completion with this situation. Yeah, it's not helping you. And the completion is going to come once you allow those feelings to move through you. Right? Like, don't postpone the feeling of the feelings. Like, tap into your inner rebel and just let them out. But we did do some clearing of the fear, of the abandonment, all of that in the energy reading. And I am sending you so many good vibes, darling. That's it. Allie, thank you for letting me read you. Yeah. You're loved and appreciated. Yes, if you want to send me a gift, I'm happy to give you a reading. All right, you guys, I am going to go soon. So, if anyone else wants a reading, come on in. Allie! Congrats on 26, darling. Oh, I'm sure you would. I meant for a... Yeah, let's go. Okay. All right, my darlings. I'm going to try to be on tomorrow. I've just been having so much fun on here. What do I think of Pisces? I have an Aries stellium and an Aquarius stellium in my chart. That's fun. Pisces can be a good balance to Aries. I don't know where your sun is, but Personally, I love Pisces men. I do. They're just very emotional. Me, happy birthday! No, I'm gonna go. All right. My crew is the Gloracles. We glow because we love and take care of ourselves, and we are oracles because we trust our connection to spirit. We rely on our intuition, and we have a solid relationship with our high self, okay? Oh yeah, Bethany, they're not for everybody, that's for sure. I call back my energy from all of you, and I release all of your energy back to you. I am so, so grateful for this community, so grateful for everyone who comes and shows up. I ruffled some feathers with the Pisces men. They're not for everyone, that's for sure. A lot of them don't know what to do with their feelings, you know, poor guys. We live in a toxic masculinity society where men aren't taught how to be emotional beings. And look up fucking Pisces. They're the most emotional people you'll ever meet. So yeah, it's just blame it on the patriarchy, okay? All right, everybody, thank you so much for your time and for hanging out with me. Thank you to everybody who sent a gift. And yeah, all right, Gloracles, stay up.